joining us for NAIDOC Week Breakfast. It's a significant week for Whadjuk Noongar people of Western Australia, not just down here in the south, but up in the north and to the east as well. This is Angus McGuire. Angus is a Whadjuk Noongar. What, elder? You're elder now? Close enough?
Close, yeah.
Yeah, there. So Angus is going to do Welcome to Country for us this morning. And then after that, we've got a bit of traditional grub to have a munch on and enjoy. It's not too traditional, so don't panic. For the Irish contingency, you won't be eating widgety grubs or anything and all that.
Could have bought you some.
And there's no bush berries that get you all funnied up either, so we don't want Simon to get upset with us. But I'll hand you over to Angus and yeah, have a listen.
Cheers, thanks Danny. Kaya Whadjuk Moment. My name's Angus McGuire. I'm Ballon Whadjuk man of the Noongar Nation here in WA. The Ballon and Whadjuk make up 7 clan groups of our Noongar Nation, which is through the southwest of WA. Okay, basically I'll do welcoming language and then I'll explain it in English for you guys. Okay. So Nicha Balak Murich Puja, Noongar Whadjuk Puja, Balak Jurin, Turban, Nala Nicha. Murich Derble Yirigan, Nala Murich Beya Wirin, Wago Puri, Nicha Beya Kara Kara, Uru Puja. So what I've said there then is tonight to stand here, my traditional Whadjuk country, my ancestor spirits move with you all today, the Burlu and the Katagara, Kings Park, birthplace of my grandmother, and the Swan River, which is sacred to us Noongar with our dreaming associated with the Whadjuk, the rainbow spirit. I give thanks for this great occasion to give a traditional welcome for you, when my ancestors have hunted and gathered and walked these areas throughout Perth, the Bulloo, and areas towards the Darling Ranges for over 60,000 years here in Bulloo. Just on finishing, guys, I just want to share some notes and the significance, I guess, of what NAIDOC means, NAIDOC Week means to us Aboriginal people throughout Australia. So we have a deep and spiritual and cultural connection to our ancestors' lands, rooted in their Dreamtime stories which narrate the creation of the land and their place within it. The Whadjuk, the rainbow serpent, Kings Park, Katagara, the Derble Yirigan, Swan River, the Darling Ranges, the hills, the rocks, rivers and creeks. The Burlu area, Perth, Whadjuk, Rottnest Island, Whadjuk, Fremantle, Pinjara, the Pinjara area, and Manjabugura, Mandurah. These areas are very significant to our Noongar people in the Whadjuk Nation. A lot of these areas were hunted and food was gathered and exchanged throughout the lakes, rivers, creeks and bush areas. We are one of the oldest living cultures in our world, and our communities have demonstrated remarkable resilience in maintaining cultural practices and connection to country despite significant challenges. NAIDOC Week celebrates that. Recognising and respecting cultural traditions, language, knowledge systems is crucial for our ongoing and well-being and preserving diversity of human cultural heritage. Our traditional ecological knowledge, we possess extensive knowledge that has been accumulated and passed down over generations. Knowledge such as season cycles, the behaviour of flora and fauna and relationships with ecosystems. Here in the Noongar Nation we have 6 seasons. Europeans have brought in 4 seasons through our season cycle, where we originally had 6. So we would look at the bush and climate change, and from those birds, mammals, plants and flowers we would give it different cycles to the season. So Birak is December to January, Bunuru February to March, Jurin is April to May, Makaru June to July, Juba is August to September, and Canberra October to November. learning from Aboriginal people involves acknowledging and addressing historical injustices and ongoing challenges they face. These include supporting efforts for truth-telling, reconciliation, and empowering Aboriginal communities to regain control of their ancestral lands and resources. I was just saying to Danny in the office earlier today, one of the significant areas here in Perth is Lake Munga. We call it Gallop. And what happened there was our people would hunt those areas and gather turtles and frogs and fish and reptiles from those areas. But to the northeast of Lake Munga, there was an ochre pit, and that ochre was dug out of one of the creeks coming down towards the lake, and our people gathered that, and it had particles of what's it called? Had like a moisturising content in it, and a sunblock, and that was very rare. And people from the Central Desert, the Aruntu, would travel to Perth, and as a result of that cultural exchange, artefacts, and they would come, especially for ochre, because the Central Desert gets up to 50 degrees, so they use that to protect their skin from the heat. Our people use it too down here to protect themselves, and also, like I said, as a moisturiser. So that was significant for our people, and as a result of that, I travelled out to Uluru, Ayers Rock, and I witnessed some black boys growing grass trees, growing on the WA, South Australia, and NZ border. And I asked one of the old fellas from the community I was working out there, and he said, yeah, that's in respect to the Noongar people of Perth. So they took grass trees out there and planted them, they're still growing today, out in the Central Desert. So that's very significant for our cultural exchange. Land management, we have practiced sustainable land management techniques for thousands of years, including controlled burning, regenerate ecosystems, promoting diversity through land management practices, and sustainable hunting and gathering techniques. Australian Aboriginals, they never remained in one spot. They lived a nomadic life, and they travelled throughout. So a lot of our people would do the same. We wouldn't sit in one area. Even today, we still do it. I go on, I grew up in Whadjuk, so I go on friends' farms. I went to school, and me and the young lady shoot kangaroos and stuff. But we don't always go to that one farm every time. We go to another place or another area. And that's what our people do. So having that nomadic life and leaving those food sources to breed up, to gather up, you could always come back to it. And you always return to the same different areas. So thank you guys for giving me this time to inviting me down, Benny, to come and talk to you about my culture and my heritage. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brother.